Christmas is right around the corner, and if you're out of gift ideas and you're buying for a filmmaker or photographer, I've got you covered. Just quickly, this is not a sponsored video, no one's paid me to be on this list. This is a list of items that I find really useful, I really like, and some things I also really want as well. And if you're buying for someone like me, they'll probably feel the same way. Everything I mentioned in this video will be linked down below. Just so you know, some of those links will be affiliate links, which means I get a little commission on the sales if you buy from them. There's no pressure to buy from them, but if you want to support the channel, it's a great way to do so. First off, on the budget side of things, we've got this guy. This is a rocket blower. They come in many forms and shapes and sizes. Basically, it's going to squirt out air to get off the loose dust from your sensor, your camera, and your lens. Now, if you like that concept, you like to keep things nice and clean, but you want to spend a little bit more and you want something a bit more high powered, this is the Blower Baby from Nightcore. It's a really fantastic little device with the worst name of anything in the photography industry. You can't convince me otherwise. Blower Baby. Basically, it's an electronic photography blower, and it's going to get off a little bit more of that loose dust from our sensor and from our lens. In my opinion, what it's actually best at is getting off raindrops from the front of our lens. Gone are the days where you smudge your lens with a cloth or your t-shirt. This thing will get the water straight off. So if you're buying for a street shooter or a nature shooter who tends to find themselves in inclement weather situations quite often, this is a goer. Staying in the cleaning realm, next up is sensor swabs. Simple. If your sensor's dirty, so are your images. Don't let that happen, get some swabs. SD card cases. These things are absolutely crucial for sorting and storing all your used and unused media. This one is from Pelican. It's a little bit chunkier than some other brands, but it's super tough, it's rugged, and it's watertight. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Next up, get them a book. It might be their favorite photographer's photo book, or it might be the biography of their favorite film director. Touch them with a little bit of inspiration. The great thing about buying a photo book or a biography is that money goes back to the creator and keeps the money in the creative community. I've actually been toying with the idea of doing a limited run photo book each year. If you'd be interested in that, let me know down in the comments below and might look toward 2023. This one might be the most handy out of all of them. It's the Revo ring from H&Y. It's a variable step-up ring which allows you to adapt filters to almost any lens size. They come in a few sizes, but if you're a full-frame shooter, you're probably after this guy, which is a 67 to 82mm thread. That means you can put an 82mm filter on the front of this guy, twist it, snap it, and put this onto almost any lens that you own. The great thing about this is it's incredibly inexpensive considering what it allows you to do. You buy one good quality filter for all your lenses instead of having to make sacrifices and getting filters that send color casts. Now, since I bought this one, they have released a version that has a built-in CPL and a built-in ND. So if you are looking for a filter as well, you can get some good glass with some high functionality for a pretty reasonable price. Another great gift idea that you can pair with a Revo ring is a creative filter. Right now, one of the most popular types of filter you can use is a mist filter. Right now, we're shooting on a quarter strength. If you want to see what it's doing, just have a look at this. So this is what it looks like without a mist filter, and let's go back. You can get these from a bunch of different places like Polar Pro, Moment, or Tiffin, and they should come in circular or the square variety. I personally use the drop-ins like these because I use the Polar Pro Basecamp system. Now these are streak filters. We've got the gold morphic, we've got the blue morphic. These are going to give you fake anamorphic flares. These also do come in circular varieties. Just make sure you know what filter size you're buying. Now, if they really like getting creative or they like to shoot music videos, something like a prism or a split diopter from Prism Lens Effects would be a great choice. This is something that I don't own, but I would love to get one day. So make sure you go head over, check them out. They make some really cool things. The next two aren't super sexy or anything like that, but any photographer or aspiring DP would absolutely love to have some more of these. Batteries. Everyone needs more batteries. Find out what sort of batteries their camera uses, or if they use V-mounts, grab them a battery, they'll be forever thankful. You can never have too much power. The next one you might have heard being called a few different things. CARDELLINI, Mathelini, supervisor clamp, whatever you want to call it, these things are absolutely awesome, and anyone in photography or filmmaking should have one of these clamps. The next one's probably more focused toward filmmakers, but photographers will absolutely love it too. That's this guy, the HELIOS lens. This is an old 1960s to 1980s Russian Soviet lens. It gives some real unique characteristics that just makes your image look really nice. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about it because there's a million YouTube videos on the HELIOS lens, but trust me, these are absolutely awesome and they're very affordable. Now, if you're looking for a HELIOS lens, I highly recommend going to Retro Photo House. That's where I bought mine from. I don't know the guy personally, but he was super helpful and took so much time answering my questions that he really didn't need to. He is from Ukraine, and I know he had to shut his business down for a while due to the war, which really sucks. So If you want to help someone out and someone who's going through a bit of a hard time, please, I'll have a link down in the description below. Go and show some support and get your Helios lens from Retro Photo House. Let him know that I sent you, and hopefully he can see that his good service has resulted in some more sales. Speaking of supporting others, go and check out today's music suggestion, Alex Melton. His covers are unreal. That's all that needs to be said. Go check him out. Now, just like batteries, it's not as sexy as the lens, but fast media is always going to be a sure thing. I'm a Sony shooter, so I use CF Express Type A and UHS 2 cards. Right here, I've got a Sony Tough 160 and a Lexar 160. I've only just picked this up, so I'm not going to tell you it's the best card ever because I haven't used it for long enough. But these are absolutely awesome if they shoot on Sony, and if they don't, I would highly recommend getting some Angelbird UHS 2 V90 or V60 cards, depending on what they shoot. Angelbird is my preferred brand of storage. I use them for all my SD cards, all my SSDs for my Ninja, and it's only the CF Express Type A that I don't use them because currently they don't make them, but when they do, you can guarantee I'll load up on Angelbird. Not sponsored, just really like their product. Next up, we've got SSD drives. This is absolutely crucial. You're gonna wanna free up your computer storage, so get something that's fast so you can actually edit off in real time and not have to wait for the lag of a spinning disk hard drive. I use the SanDisk Extreme and Extreme Pro or the Samsung T7. Highly recommend it. If you can afford to go for the 2 terabyte option, that will change your world so you're not filling up drives all the time, but the 1 terabytes are a much more budget friendly option. Now, because none of us have enough subscriptions in our life, psych, here's 2 more to get you going. A crucial part of every filmmaker's journey is royalty-free music. It doesn't matter if you're making social media content, Twitch, YouTube like this, or short films. You need to have royalty-free music. The first option is going to be audio with a double I. This is a great service. It's a little bit cheaper than some of the other services, and if you buy it at the right time, you can get a lifetime access. This is a great service. I've used it for the last 2 years. It's great bang for buck, and I have a discount code for you guys down in the description below. It is an affiliate link if you'd like to support the channel. Thank you very much. The second one is Epidemic Sound. Obviously, a lot more people use this service. It is a bit more expensive, but it does have some pretty cool features that audio doesn't. Other than having a bigger library of music and sound effects, Epidemic Sound also gives you access to stems. Stems are really cool, and it means that you get all the different instruments on different tracks. So if you want to delete the drums from a track or delete the vocals, you can do it as you see fit. Once again, I've got affiliate links below if you'd like to support the channel. Thank you. The next one is going to be light, because both photo and video is just light hitting a sensor or hitting some film and being recorded. So light is pretty crucial. I love my Nan Light Pavo tubes. I've got 2 30Cs right here. These are the 4-foot options. They do a 2-foot and a 1-foot option. These are awesome for practical lights in your scene, for hair lights just out of scene, or for light painting. So for any photographer or filmmaker, these are an awesome choice. Finally, if you have a bigger budget than most, the DJI MAVIC Pro Mini 3. This is a bomb-ass piece of little kit. I had a job pop up recently in a no-fly zone, but aerials were absolutely essential. Now, the budget didn't allow for a helicopter, and we didn't have enough time to get approvals from our local drone authority. So the only option was to get this guy a 249 gram drone, which gets around those laws. I thought I was gonna buy it and sell it straight away and take that money as some of my profit, but turns out this thing is absolutely awesome and I use it all the time. While yes, it does have some drawbacks like a fixed aperture, the quality that you can get out of this drone for a first drone owner, a hobbyist, or someone in my situation who needs to kind of circumnavigate some laws, absolutely awesome, and it will get the job done. One thing I will say, if you are going to buy this, because it does have a fixed aperture, make sure you get yourself some ND filters, so if you're shooting video, you can maintain that 180-degree shutter rule. And if everything on this list is just too cheap for your liking and you really wanted to leave someone smiling for a while, get them a Red V Raptor. And while you're at it, get me one, please. That was my Christmas list for photographers and filmmakers. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, you filthy animals. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!